The great breakthrough in someone's life, spiritual life, worldly life, it doesn't matter, really the same, is when they realize that their attempts to make themselves happy will never work. Which doesn't mean they can't be happy. It means that the methodology and way that they are attempting to going about being happy, finding love, is counterproductive. Most people never ever realize that. They go their entire lives struggling, suffering, feeling some joy, but not a whole lot. And they feel that the reason it didn't work for them is that they couldn't succeed at what they were trying to do. They had wanted certain things, they didn't get it. They wanted to avoid certain things, they weren't able to. And they just either blame themselves or blame other people or the world, whatever. What very few see is that the method that one goes about trying to raise and perfect their lives is not a very healthy or meaningfully successful method. And there are much higher and deeper methods that work much better, but nobody talks about them. Nobody looks directly at it. So how are people, normal people, going about trying to be happy, trying to find joy, trying to find love? Exactly that way. They are trying to go outside and find something that will make them happy, trying to find someone that will make them feel love, trying to find a financial condition that will make them feel secure. They're trying to build something outside that will make them feel these things inside. It is so deep to realize that love, joy, excitement, enthusiasm are inner experiences, and that outer things can make us feel those inner experiences, but then you have to constantly struggle to get the outer things that make you feel the inner experiences. And I think anybody can see that it's difficult, if not impossible, to create a life outside yourself that always makes you feel high, that always makes you feel love. And that's why we have so many problems, because we're trying to do something that doesn't work. You can't find somebody, maybe I'll be the first person to ever tell you this, you won't and you can't find somebody that will always make you feel love. It's like telling you there's no Santa, right? There is nobody out there that is going to make it so that you always feel love inside. Why? Because you don't even understand why you feel love inside sometimes and not other times. It's very complicated, it's very dynamic. And at some point, something is going to happen with that person. They'll either do something or say something or not do something or not say something, and it's not going to make you feel love. And since you were relying on that other person magically being able to make you feel love, the moment something happens where you don't feel love, you lose faith in that person. You lose faith in the relationship. You feel, this is not working for me. You start questioning whether this is the right person, because you define the right person as the person that will make you feel love all the time. You define the right person as the person that will make you always feel secure and make you always feel safe. So you have defined an outer situation that makes you feel something inside. And that's what you have to explore. These feelings of love and joy and safety and comfort and fulfillment are things you feel inside. People are things that are outside. So you have to understand the relationship of how a person outside can make you feel love inside, and how a person outside can stop you from feeling love inside, because that goes on every day of your life. And people don't pay attention to that. They pay only attention on trying to find the person that will always make them feel love, even though no one has ever found the person that will always make them feel love. So you start to understand that these things you are looking for are inner states of being. And you start to question whether spending your life and devoting your life to trying to find someone, to trying to earn the money, to trying to get approval and trying to do things outside is ever going to make you experience what you want to experience inside. Right? There's so many examples I just don't understand. Women want to be beautiful. Sure, why not? They want to be beautiful and attractive and have men attracted to them so they can be like Marilyn Monroe and kill themselves. Come on, I didn't make it up. She was very attractive. People were very attracted to her, even presidents. God, she had it made. Then why did she kill herself? Check it out. Why don't you check and see how people are doing? And you'll see that if you spend your life trying to create an external situation that you think will bring you the joy, happiness, and love that you want, you will find out too late that it will not. It never has for anybody, and it will not. It can for short periods of time. You can get in love with somebody for weeks or months or years. Unlikely, but they'll do something wrong. I don't know about the years, but for at least days, they're the right person. I mean, you have never felt this right about a person in your entire life. It's like, oh, he or she is just it. But something's going to happen. Has it ever not? Doesn't mean you don't have the relationship. It doesn't, but it's sort of you get knocked down a few notches along the way. It doesn't keep you at the level. And so you either decide, well, this is the wrong person, and you go out and look for somebody else, then you'll be looking forever, or you, quote, settle. Better than nothing. And then you feel resentment and wrong about that. So you just start seeing, maybe there's nothing wrong with this person. Maybe there's nothing wrong with my job. Maybe there's nothing wrong with the fact that some people like me and some people don't like me at all. Maybe there's nothing wrong with the reality of the outside world. Maybe I'm going about this wrong, about how to be high and how to feel wonderful and how to be enthused. And that, in essence, is spirituality. When you cross that bridge, I'm telling you, you become a spiritual being. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what book you read. I don't care what religion or none that you adhere to or claim. If you have come to the understanding that what I am looking for is inside of me, I don't know about you, but I feel love inside of me. How about you? It's an experience I feel rushing up inside of me. I feel enthusiasm and joy. And when I feel peace, it's inside of me. All right, there's just this feeling that, just comes from my whole being of this peace and serenity. So when I feel well-being, it is an experience inside of me. And a spiritual being has woke up to say, if it is inside of me, then I need to find it inside of me. If it were outside of me, I used to tell a story, say, if you're looking for a dog or a cat, don't sit down and meditate. He's not in there. Under the bed, maybe, or outside, but not in there. If you're looking for peace, joy, love, excitement, these are inner experiences. You look for them inside. That's spirituality. That's why spiritual people meditate. That's why they spend time in solitude. That's why they go about the business of trying to understand what is going on inside themselves. So once you get to this point and you realize this, you start to see, is there anything I can do? Is there anything I can do to feel more love? That's a beautiful question. Why don't you ask that instead of asking, is there anything I can do to find a person that will make me feel more love? See the difference? I call that indirect versus direct. Like, if you're going to pray, I'm more interested in what you pray for than who you pray to. So let's say you're lonely. And what you do is you pray. I would like to find someone. I would like to meet someone. Why would you pray for that? Why don't you pray to not feel lonely? Then you don't have to meet anybody. It's like free. If you meet somebody, you have to worry about the relationship. You have to make sure they stay with you. And if they ever leave you, you'll feel lonely again. If you want love, don't pray for somebody. Pray for love. If you want to feel secure in yourself, don't pray that people respect you or like you. Pray to feel secure. Right there is the essence of all spirituality. is a person has caught on to say, what I want is inside of me, and I'm going to work at getting that. And what I'd like to do is have that regardless of what's going on outside of me.
You've been listening to an excerpt from Michael Singer's The Untethered Soul Lecture Series, Volume 5, The Journey Within.